By the way, you did know that Legion have technically 2 languages, right? They have
Everyone
their
has.
verbal language and then sign language is specific to Legion.
Oh, really?
Okay.
That's
Yep.
interesting. Oh, everyone should have technically 2 languages, so you would have 3 languages then by default.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. The sign language counts as language because sign language is a language.
And then you get the default language, which is like corporate or something like that. And then you got whatever language.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got whatever language you picked from your tree, so you had available. Yep.
All right. He's not using any sort of Legion sign language.
Okay. Yeah, I just noticed you weren't doing any of that, so I didn't know if you knew about it.
No, there hasn't been cause for it yet.
Okay.
The lore is the thing that I am most aware of in this game. The rules certainly continue to evade me. So, Caswell, you don't have any problem navigating. You got your thing on. You guys really don't have any problem navigating either because you're following the river. But at some point, I'm not even going to make you make an awareness check. At some point, you notice that Caswell is walking on the other shore from you guys. And you guys are, in general, in the same place.
Okay. Well, I guess we would attempt to...
Caswell, over here.
This is no trivial river. So, it's...
Caswell, over here!
Well, no, I don't mean...
Is that better?
Because, no, I mean, you're probably fine with your volume. Talios is suggesting that they attempt to cross it, and it's not as simple as walking. Is all I meant to suggest.
Take it easy. You may be tall enough to wade across, but I'm not.
Does your race not like water?
Well, that's not that. But yes.
Then why don't you simply swim?
Well, you know, some people don't have all the free time in the world to learn how to swim.
It's like being in 0G, except you need to hold your breath.
Right. Well, how about you do it and I'll follow your lead.
Wouldn't it be easier for the one on the other side to come to us?
Oh yeah. Hey Caswell, come to this side.
Sure. Just let me see how deep this Let me see if I can tell how deep this river is first.
Survival for that.
Sure. Shit.
Well, you passed.
I mean, you passed a low level difficulty.
Yeah.
Which is probably, maybe. It's pretty deep. You're not going to be able to walk across, that's for sure.
I turn on the comm because I don't want to shout. I'm like, just swim. You know how to do that, right?
If I drown, I'll kill one of you. I swear
Well,
to
you
it.
won't be because you'll be drowning. And then I sign off.
Fucking swears. Whatever. Alright. I guess I prepare to swim.
Yeah, that's a physical roll.
Oh boy. It's -1 for me.
Good luck.
-1.
Yeah,
Oh.
Ooh.
That's gonna. This is why I don't swim. This is why cat people don't swim.
So you get into the water, and you're like, okay, this is going pretty good. Okay, and then your feet leave the ground, and you just start flailing like an idiot. And it's basically, for all intents and purposes, you're watching him begin to drown.
I turn to Cannon, and I'm like, I guess he doesn't know how to swim.
that would be, yeah, evidently.
Well, as I
you
said,
assholes.
it is very much like being in 0G, and then I push him into the water.
No, man, I was gonna push him in the water.
I could see it coming, Graham. That's why I did it.
I mean, you can driving?
Graham, I need a physical roll.
Yeah, so is that to resist him?
No, it's to swim. Because you were thinking of the same thing. Since he got it off first, I'm going to say he automatically succeeds.
That's okay. I have a lot of physical. This should be fine.
Yeah, so I did
And
it.
then you roll 3 ones.
11.
11. Yeah, you're swimming just fine. If you want to swim
Come on.
over and also save your friend's life, you're going to need to roll again.
Oh man.
But
11.
we've established that you can swim. That's the important thing. And a second 11, you've got a hold on Caswell. He's still flailing around. Caswell, you can roll again.
Caswell, stop flailing.
With his assistance, you can roll again to sort of regain your composure or drown worse.
No, don't flail harder.
You've got a hold on Caswell, and you're still perfectly buoyant, and you're preventing him from drowning. But his increased flailing requires me to ask you to make another physical roll.
Oh god. That's fine.
About
You
12.
got better at swimming, apparently.
Yeah, it's even better. So
Slap him across the face with my tail or whatever.
no,
Do I have to-
Caswell panics like a little girl and screams and cries about drowning and flails the entire way while you pull him to the other side.
I'm also
And
saying
produce him
both
onto the
of you-
shore.
both
And,
of you swim.
And you're still flailing and drowning when you're totally safe on shore for a little while.
Yes, I'm drowning on dry land.
Yeah, your character's panicking because you rolled a 4. I can't not do it to you. I mean, that's another level of unsuccess because it's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So
Yeah,
you
you
achieve
failed
another
pretty
layer
hard.
of failure that I have
If
to
it's-
make fun of your character for.
If it's another layer of failure, it'd have to be below 4.
I'll rush to his side and I'll kneel down and I'll put my ear on his chest and I'll be like, "It's okay. I have a diagnosis for you. You are simply wet. Grow up." And then I'll stand up and lift him up.
I'm
I mean, cats do hate water, so this does make sense.
Those
gonna
cat
spit. I'm gonna spit to the side.
Yeah, I'll spit also. I'll spit at. Yeah, I'll spit in. This Nephilim's general direction.
I
Talon.
didn't do that. I just spit to the side.
And I look at them. I look at them both spitting, and then I spit myself, and I'm like, I don't know what that is accomplishing. And then and then I'll continue walking down the side of the bank.
Gifka.
Yep.
Hoken and his villagers and you, he led you to stopping point. Belch, pardon me.
Oh, lovely.
Right where the trees ended, and just a field outstretched in front of you, they sort of stopped and hunkered down, and you were actually in the distance capable of seeing that play out.
Fuck you.
Okay.
You, I'm going to say on your behalf that you maybe even go to help save in case things even go even wronger. When you first initially see him start to drown. You've already been waiting here for like a half an hour, by the way. Hoken hasn't let you progress. When you try to go help, he will put a firm hand on your shoulder, preventing you from doing so. And he continues to wait as they progress from where they sort of drown just in the trees into the opening to continue going south.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys, Canon, Caswell, and Talios, having narrowly avoided one of our members dying because of bad rolls for a simple crossing the river action.
Yep.
Congratulations. The
I'm-
trees The trees stopped abruptly on this side. They don't thin out over time. It's an opening, and besides some rolling hills, you've also got a clear view into the junkyard and the spire beyond from here. Talios, you're very familiar with the nature of all that.
I want to take a look. I want to see if there's any mechanoids on the side that's closest to the opening.
Sure, that's an awareness check.
Absolutely. That's terrible. Oh,
Yeah,
wait, sorry,
you
no,
just-
it's +1. It's a 6, so not -1.
Sorry?
So.
Yes? No? Maybe so?
It's a 6. It's still a fail, though, but it's a 6. So.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see anything. You just see the heaps of smoldering wreckage. Some of them are smoldering. Some of them are old as crap, and some of them are rusted almost to the point of disintegration.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all you see.
Well, if I don't see any mechanoids, I'm just going to continue along the embankment of the river until I see or run into the other party, I guess.
I'm going to at this point mention hey, I was looking over the map earlier and don't look at this. And I'm going to point out the thing I found over on the other island.
Oh, that thing.
Yep.
I'll say it looks like a spaceship.
Thing. I'm not sure what it is. What is it?
It looks like a black cube to me.
I know, but
You need
There's some-
glasses.
there's some. It's something I know, and it's obviously fairly large if we can see it from if our pods should pick it up from orbit. Not orbit, I guess, but pick it up from that high up.
But
You guys are about not halfway. You guys are about a fourth of the way through the clearing.
Yeah. And also, I'm going to mention that I found a weird building near where my pod was.
You and me
And I'm-
both. I found one very similar.
Interesting.
It could just be remnants of an old civilization that was once here before the mechanoids came. I'm sure once we
Awesome.
speak to these villagers, we would know a lot more about what was here originally.
Possibly. There was a door on mine.
That's
that,
on
seemed
mine
to-
as well, with a logo.
Same. The door seemed to open from the inside, though. No,
Oh.
I couldn't tell that.
That's
I couldn't tell there's any way to open it from the outside, though.
I attempted a numerous number of things, and I couldn't attempt to open it myself. If it opens from the inside, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, but there has to be a way to open it from the outside.
Or
Or a
maybe
way
it
to get
only
in.
maybe it is merely an exit to a bunker, or something along those lines.
Possibly. Though I wonder what that thing in the bottom left corner is.
It
of our
could be
map.
it could be any number of things. Unless we should take it one step at a time, though.
True.
Honestly, I do not think it is worth telling anyone else, especially these villagers. If it is indeed a way off this island, then we should potentially use it ourselves. If not, then there is no point telling anyone.
I suppose so.
You guys are
I
about
take-
halfway through the clearing.
I take off my coat and I like snap it in Dr. Talios' general direction so it gets wet.
What is it that you want, Cannon?
Oh, nothing. Just minding my own business. I do it again.
I'm going.
It appears
I'm
that you
going to-
need something. What is it?
No, nothing at all. I do it again.
I'm going to look around to see if actually no, at this point I guess I'm going to look around to see if I can not notice anybody in the clearing, but notice if there's anything watching like a mechanoid.
You make an awareness check.
Six.
Is Hokan doing
Oh,
anything specific?
I'm re-rolling one of those twos.
There you go.
15.
You don't see anything.
Oh, alright.
You get a very good view of the junkyard and the various pieces and crap. You also see a pretty good view of, from this end of the clearing, the rising mountains to the left. You sort of passed their genesis point when you were drowning. And now to your left, they are slowly rising at a steady pace. They rear up large and in charge, very brownish, blackish in their color.
All right.
So yeah, congratulations on successfully noticing a mountain, is basically what I'm getting at here.
Of course.
So all of us are basically with the group, correct? Like,
No, they're not. They're only halfway to you.
oh, I thought we were close enough that. Okay. Never
Yeah,
mind
we.
now.
I'll continue walking across. Like, there's no reason to dilly daddle now, especially
Yeah.
now that we're out in the open and there's. I've seen mechanoids over there before, so I'm not gonna just waddle over there. I'm gonna be briskly walking, if that makes any sense.
Yes, it does, and I concur. You are briskly walking.
Very good.
Hold on there.
Indubitably.
Poop for brains. Hold on one sec.
I
one.
don't
Good
respond
one,
to
Graham.
poop for brains.
Yeah, you like
it
that?
is not my name. So I'll continue to walk without like any sort of sign of being stopped, I guess.
Hold on. Knob goblin.
Again, nothing unless it's my name will stop me. So
Rumple foreskin.
I mean, they're not exactly like a real zinger. Also has something to do with the target. You just sort of
Dirt
calling out.
burglar.
You're just sort of calling out random insults.
I make a mental note to maybe check canon for like Tourette's at some point.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'll give it up.
You guys are about 3/4 of the way there.
Okay.
And if nothing else occurs, it'll take about the entire journey across the clearing took about a half an hour.
Damn, that's a big
A
clearing.
weird sort of
Mm.
time crunchy, warpy way. Time stuff's not happening. I'm trying to reinforce that the scale of the island is not.
Yeah,
to
it's
scale.
kind of really hard to get a solid picture, but if from there to there is half an hour, then that makes solid sense, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard. Certainly, it's the quickest going you've had because you're not moving actively through jungle.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's really hard to even make a map to scale in the first place, in my defense.
Yep.
But yeah, as you guys approach the edge of the clearing, no awareness check necessary. Eventually, you notice Gifka and an impossibly large legion hiding next to him.
Are they like trying to hide, like, obviously, or like what's going on there?
It's clear that they were trying to hide.
Okay, I walk right up to them and I go, "Are you the extra one? I recognize this one, but are you the new party?" I say that to the Hulk. I guess his name is. What's his name? Hulk?
Hokan.
But you don't know
Hokan.
his name.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah, I
but I'm
haven't
saying it to
Okay.
that
Hokan.
character.
His Hokan.
Yeah.
For future reference,
okay.
if you eventually learn his name. Gifka does know it.
Gifka.
Yes.
There you are.
So I need awareness checks from everybody, actually, as Dr. Talius walks up and directly addresses Hokan.
4.
No good from Cannon. Gifka maybe.
15. Holy
Definitely
shit.
from Talios.
I might re-roll that too.
Go ahead if you want to. I mean, you have 2 real rolls.
Yeah, I'll take the 4.
There you go. 1.
So that's a total of 17 for you then, Talios. And Caswell, maybe. Dr. Talios, you notice, as soon as you walk up and speak to Hoken, that, and you're used to this to some extent, everyone but the big guy sort of reels back in shock at you.
Sure.
and starts whispering amongst themselves. Whereas Hoken does not. He's totally fine. Or, well, maybe he's fine. He's sort of hard to read. He seems to be an immovable statue of a person.
As most legions are.
Yep. Even if it's possible to be even more so than most legions, he is.
Okay. Well, I
conceptually.
stand there after addressing them and waiting for a response. I don't really react to them reacting to me, if that makes any sense.
I just looked at Hoken.
Gifka.
It is
were
also
these-
worth pointing out that you guys were incredibly obvious, so if your attempt to hide was...
No, I mean, they really weren't. You didn't. I mean, you can make an awareness check to see them earlier, but what I said is you don't need an awareness check because eventually you just see them.
Okay, alright, cool.
Because as you infinitely approach closer, you will eventually see them. If you want to have seen them sooner, you can give me an awareness check.
No, it's fine.
Okay, then. Sorry that was a miscommunication on my part. So in response to what you say, Hoken doesn't directly answer you. He turns to Gifka slightly and says, "These are them, right?"
Yes.
He turns back to you, Talios, and says, "You were with the Reclamation?
Of course.
Come with me to the village." And he also, he turns away from you after having said that and barks somewhat at the other three villagers who are, gossiping or somewhat afraid, and they snap back into line.
I want to look at the other villagers, and as Cannon sort of suggested that I do, I smile at them like this.
They
I'll give him some. I'll give him some thumbs up.
So Hoken's bark put them back into line, but when you smile, they one guy drops a spear and fumbles it back into. And Hoken looks back at him with daggers, staring daggers. But he gets back into line as well, and they go off back down the same route that they took to lead you there, Gifka.
Okay, we'll follow. Oh, I'll follow.
Okay.
Gifka, were these savages able to do anything about your blade?
They didn't offer, and I didn't ask.
Is your blade messed up as is mine?
My blade is very clearly bent.
It took heat damage. Yeah, yeah. It looks kind of cool, but
It looks like a Tetris block. It's just like.
yeah. I imagine it's just a 90-degree angle.
It's just like an
I don't know
L.
if it's quite so
just
dramatic,
it's just like that.
No, I imagine it looks like a corkscrew. Actually, that'd be pretty cool.
It's like it's a straight line that it sort of bends like that, like a
Yeah.
split hair. It's just
Down the
like
middle, yeah.
yeah.